After talking, thinking and planning, we decide to skip the Sierras and go to Lake Tahoe. Joe gives us a ride to Bakersfield where we can rent a car. From there, we first drive to Kennedy Meadows to pick up the package we sent there. Kennedy Meadows is the official end of the desert section. From there you go into the High Sierra. But because we are not doing this part at this moment, we drive around it and go to Lake Tahoe. And driving to Lake Tahoe, we can already see the scenery change. We are happy we are hiking again. Because of going to Seattle for Jan's knee and the 2 weeks of COVID, we no longer are hiking with Jan. It is too bad. You get to know somebody real well on the trail, and now we might never see him again. But that is all part of the PCT.
Good morning. Just healed up from COVID, so we skipped the Sierras because it's too high for our lungs. We don't want to take any risks. So now we travel to South Lake Tahoe, stay here for 3-4 days, do some training hikes, and then resume the trail again at Echo Lake. So we'll see how this goes and see you next time.
And even though we are not actually on the PCT, we do enjoy staying here. It is absolutely gorgeous. And of course, we have to prepare for the trail. So we need to do some grocery shopping, go to the post office to send a package, and do other chores. As Lake Tahoe is a big town, walking everywhere takes too much time.
Kapot.
And even though we enjoy hiking again, we do notice that our muscles are weaker and our physical condition needs to improve. And then you come to these kind of beautiful places and we just can't feel anything else but joy. We are so lucky that we are still hiking. Tomorrow we will leave Lake Tahoe. Not to Echo Lake as was planned, but we have to go to Reno first for picking up our new tent from the REI. And from there we will go to Truckee, a town very close to the trail. We plan to stay at the campground for 2 days, doing laundry, resupply, and testing the new tent. We also send a package here, but we learned that Monday is an official holiday and the post office is closed, so we have to stay just an extra day. The day we are leaving, Carol and Dan, the camp hosts, invite us to their trailer for a big breakfast, and they also offer to bring us to the trailhead. The kindness of strangers. Section L, mile 1157.1 to 1195.4, Truckee to Sierra City.
Hi there, we're back on trail. It's the 21st of June and it's around 11:30ish. We had to do some chores at the post office and we had a breakfast at the campsite of the very nice caretaker of the campground we were at, the Tahoe campground. And well, we're back. See you next time.
As we are going into bear country now, it is necessary to carry our bear canisters. We need to keep our food safe and secure, as these bears are getting smarter in stealing human food. We are very excited we are back on the trail. This section is so different than the desert section. We mostly hike through pine forest, it's green everywhere, and there's enough water so we don't have to carry lots of liters. The Peter Grub Hut is a mountain cabin especially for hikers. If you want, you can stay there overnight. But because it's still early, we decide we'll hike on. Because of our time in Seattle, we don't expect to see anybody from the beginning of our trail. But some of the younger hikers are way faster than us. So we are very surprised to meet Turtle again, who we last seen at Mission Creek.
Fun in the snow.
We found a beautiful spot to put our tent, close to the water. But the mosquitoes were driving us crazy. And we know now we are in bear country. We had a bear around our tent this night. And luckily, we had all our food in the bear canister.
Hey, good morning. It's the 22nd of June, around 7. And we are leaving our campground. We did 7 miles yesterday, and today we'll see how far we get on our way to Sierra City. So, tomorrow.
Even though the scenery changed a lot since the desert section, what actually is the biggest difference for us is the way it smells here. The fresh air and the pine needle scent are just amazing. One other big difference is that we hardly see other hikers. We are aware that a lot of hikers quit in the first 150 miles and also after finishing the High Sierra. But we did expect to see some more people. On some days, we don't see anybody. We love this section, but the snow is really slowing us down. Luckily, we didn't send our microspikes away. They are pretty heavy and we thought about it, but we did think we might needed them. We just love these water sources here. The water is so clean and so tasty.
Hi, good morning. Thursday, 23rd of June. We're ready to go. We did 11 miles yesterday. So this is our third day on trail again since our COVID. I must say that COVID did a lot of damage on our stamina and our physical condition. Hopefully that will improve and that we can rely on our muscle memory. But yeah, it's tough, but we're having a lot of fun. So see you next time.
Something that we also really learned to love during this hike is the peace and quiet of nature. The only things you hear during the day are the wind, the birds, and your own footsteps. As we are going down the mountain, the trail is small and steep. We were planning to walk all the way to Sierra City, but we decided to put our tent up next to a beautiful stream. We are too tired for the last miles to Sierra City.
Morning. It is 24th of June on a Friday. Yesterday we had a very hard descent. The trail really sucked, and it's now 7:50, so we slept in a little while. We did a more than 15-mile hike, and now it's 5 miles to Sierra City, where we hope to find a place to rest our old bones and resume the trail after that. So see you next time. Good morning.
Good morning. After we leave Sierra City in a couple of days, we have to go over to Sierra Butte. We can see the trail from here going up. I can't lie, this kind of scares me a bit. And with this beauty of nature, we end section L. After Sierra City, we will start section M.